Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad LUQMAN ALHAKIM bin Muhammad SOFFI 1181607. So today, me and my group will be demo our website and also its coding. So let's take a look first to our website. So our website has 5 pages, which is home, product, store, customer service, and about us. But for today, we will focus to just 2 pages, which is store and customer service, which is involving PHP coding. Okay, let's take a look at store page store. So in this page, there are 3 types of our product. So okay, firstly let's take a look at the coding. So okay, forgot to say that in our website we use 2 type of user, which is user can be a guest or a member. So in this coding, so we make 2 type. So the coding still the same. So let's take a look. Okay, in this coding, at all pages we put include PHP include which is to ease any link editing and also to save time for editing. Okay. Yeah, this is the coding for store and store guest. So this is all the content for the page. Okay. Same as for user. Okay, this is the coding. At the footer we put include. Okay, so when customer going to store page store, so they will choose the product, then it will be processed at checkout. So let's see the coding of checkout. So this is checkout. So this one, we want to declare that the price is not 0, so that the process will run smoothly. So this is the coding. So at the bottom you can see SQL insert. So we are insert all the customer, insert all the detail about them. So this is what we call if it's true, so it will process to directly to PHP by admin. But if it's not, then in the pages will not run smooth.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad AMIN bin Abu Bakar. My metric number is 1181537. So I will explain to you about customer service in our website. In this page, if there any comment or feedback from the customer, they just put their comment in this page. So basically, we have 2 types of customer. First is customer main, second is customer user. Customer main is who did not sign up yet in the website, which means they didn't become our member yet. So before they put their comment in the website, we need a few details from them. First, name, second, email, and lastly, comment. So now let's take a look how the code work. In these 3 information, we use $sign underscore post, then it will take the information has been given from customer before it sent to the table. Between these 3 information, let's say if the comment section, the customer did not put any comment, so after refresh, they need to repeat this step again. Because it pop out, please fill in the form. Then after they put all the information we need, and then it will run the next step, which is $sign SQL check row, which means it will send to the table like ID number 1, number 2, and number 3, and so on. Then $SQL SQL insert. All the information has been given from customer. It will insert to the table, and then if there any error happened, it will pop out an error. Okay. Alright, now let's move to the second type of customer, which is customer user. Customer user is who has been signed up into the website, which means they have become our member of the website. For user customer, how how the code work before they put their comment in the website. It will be appear username and email, because we use $_ session. So there are a few main reasons username and email will be pop out, will appear in the website, because we have their information after they sign up to the website. But they still can choose whether they want to use this username or email, or they can change to anonymous. And the rest of the function are same like main customer. We use post $_post. The first, it will insert, we will take all the information has been given. Then if there any then it will be sent to the table, and lastly it will send the table. All the information has been given from the customer will send to this table, comment table. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad FAUZAN bin PUADI. My matric number 1181566. Today I'm going to present create account and login logout PHP coding. Okay, first we have a create account underscore main.php. This is the form that require the user to fill, such as full name until confirm password. Okay, then we have a submit button under here. After that, we send the form to create account.php using a method post. Okay, now we are moving to create account.php. Okay, first connect to the database. Okay, next then we collect the information from the form. Okay, this we want to ensure that the email that entered by user has been used before or not. Okay, this until this we will give the user number ID, SQL insert into the table, and if result we want to check whether the user is successfully created the account or not. Else if the user failed to create the account, it will refresh and bring to create underscore main.php, which is the same page lah. Next, login underscore main.php. This form only have two things, which is email and password, and login button as a submit button, and the form will send to login.php using a method post. Okay, next, login.php. First, connect to database, then collect info from the table. SQL check result. We want SQL check result. We want to check that the email is matching with the password or not. Okay, if the result is not matching, it will appear, please make sure your email and password are correct. But if it matching, it will start the session. Then rotate account will collect number and username, and then we send to home underscore user.php. If we look at home user.php here, we can see that it is linked with authent.php. Okay, now we look at authent.php. So we must connect to database. Okay, next, session start. Okay, this we declare variable session number equal to number ID user, and username is username. If empty, it will check first that the user have a username or not. If not, it will send back to the home underscore main.php, because the user try to enter the website without login. SQL refresh, we select from this table because we want to find the user row to declare all these variable. Thus, we can collect their information such as their full name until confirm password, and it will refresh whenever user reload the page. Okay, lastly, we have a logout.php. Okay, logout PHP just start a session. The session will stop and it will send to home main.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin SAIFUL ANUAR. My metric number is 1181579 and I'm going to continue our presentation. So now we're going to look at the 3 extra features for users who log in into their account, which they are able to actually change their personal information, view their history of purchases, and change their password. So firstly, the manage account page where they can actually see their current personal information, and all this information is actually in read only. So we're going to make sure that the user is not able to change their password here, and if they want to actually change their password, they will have to click edit, which will send them to edit_account_user.php. So edit_account_user.php have the same layout as the previous pages, as the previous page, which manage_account_user, but the difference here is that they can actually the user can actually change their personal information here, and all the input here is required, so that we want to make sure that all the input is filled and make sure that the user doesn't send any empty input. So once they have created the changes, they can click confirm to submit the changes, or they can click cancel if they don't want to change anything. So once they click confirm, we will send them to edit.php. All this information will be sent to edit.php. We're going to retrieve all this information, all this input. We're going to start session here so that we can get the ID number for the user, which will enable us to actually update their information from the create account table. And if it is a success, we're going to say we are going to alert to the user changes applied successfully, and we're going to send them back to the previous page where they can just see the information but not be able to change it. Or if there's an error occurred, we're just going to send them back to the page where they could actually change the information again. And here Outline.php have another purpose. Instead of just making sure that people are logged in to view these pages for user who actually log in, but it also has the refresh here, which enable the user to actually see the changes applied right after they confirm their changes. Okay, next we're going to look at the history. So for the history pages, we're going to firstly here you connect to the database, and here we make it so that this page when the users want to search for their, let's say they want to search for a certain month in a certain year where they have purchased. So basically, when we first load into this page, we're going to see if the input is empty, because that just enter the password, the input is empty. So and then we're going to check if there is any purchases made. If there is no purchases, we're just going to tell them that they haven't made purchases, and we're just going to tell them to visit the store to make purchases. But if there is a purchase, we're going to echo the search function, and then we're going to echo all the purchases that they have made. And next, if they actually search for the month and the year, firstly we're going to look into the table and see if there is any purchases. And if there is a purchases, we're going to see if there are any purchases in those month in that current year. So if there is any purchases, we're going to print out, we're going to echo all these purchases. But if there is no purchases, we're just going to print out, just to echo the search function, and also telling them that there is no purchase records found. Okay, next we're going to look at the for the user when they want to edit their password. So firstly, in this page they can only see their password, but the password is in the type of his password, so they can really see it, and it's in read only form. And if you want to change it, they can click edit here. We will send them to the manage setting_user.php. So at manage setting_user.php here, they can change their password, but here you're telling them to enter the new password and reconfirm password. Basically they need to enter the new password twice, and it's required so that it doesn't send an empty input. And when they click confirm, to actually change their password, or they can get cancelled if they want to change their password. We will send them to edit -password.php. So at edit -password.php, so here going to connect our database, and we will get the authent here, so that we can get their session number, which is the number ID for the user. Then we're going to retrieve the password that they've entered, and firstly we're going to make sure if the password is the same, because the password have to match. If the password match, I'm just going to update your password in the from the create account table. And here, if the changes applied is successful, we're just going to say that their password has been updated. But if there's an error, we're just going to tell them that an error happened, and they would be sent back to the page where they can actually edit their password again. But let's say if their password doesn't match, so we're just going to tell them to actually match their password. Okay, so that's all for the extra features for the user who log into the system. I hope our explanation and presentation is clear and thorough, and thank you for lending your ears and spending your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for watching.